I got a bunch of them.
They'll run for the first time now with James White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Newton. He completes it right side to White. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Newton. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. J.J. Watt gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs.
Number 28.
He was brought down by Brandon Copeland.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2nd and 2. A shotgun snap for Newton. Buying time to his left. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And goal at the Raiders' 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Running out of the gun with White. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves them much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is... And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. James White His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0.
Makes the score Patriots 8, Raiders 0.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
I'll tell you what. It's real good to hear that pain gone, though. Yeah.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Shit, man.
That'll be taken about a yard deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And now Newton not liking the play call. He's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton escaping the pressure right. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Newton dancing to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, I'm saying.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
Yeah, I call it the bait.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I can't stand motherfuckers with good dental hygiene. Fuck y'all.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports.
Yeah, the bitch give me a $300
Daniel
discount on my
Carlson
shit.
for the
Like
Raider
that.
field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun, eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
The weak way.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Now was it the right play? Throwing it away like that? No. Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just chucked it
You don't even know who that nigga is.
Right?
So
damn, I don't know how.
10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To the air again, Newton. And the Raiders have got him. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive line gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
1st down, here's White. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. It's a loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
The 16-yard line.
From the gun, Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on.
He got the song
Instead,
with
it was
a
a
Paul
well-timed collision to jar that one free.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Play action. It's Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
He's brought down. A
tackle made by Adrian Phillips. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run the counter. It's Jacobs. Evades the tackler, and now some space. He's at the 50. The 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
The tackle.
A big play that time for the Raiders. 61 yards.
61 yards.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. We're going to give it to Jacobs. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, why are you trying to have me talk much more about fucking mouth hurt?
Brings up 3rd down.
And we hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Oh, damn.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Oh, he stopped me at the 1. I should have. I mean, I will, but.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
You got your ass whooped twice.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? From the gun, it's Carr. For the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Joe Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Flushed out right. And incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Oh, what happened?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Yeah,
to me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On second down, it's Jacobs, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
And to Las Vegas, first down.
Carr now on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Carlson able to put this one through. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback.
I need a good computer, though.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Running is Jacobs. Big hold to the 30. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 28. It's a big play there for Vegas. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now first down run with Jacobs going to be well read defensively as they'll stop him for a loss of a couple.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play action passes as well. On 2nd and 12, Carr sliding out of the pocket.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this time.
On third down, Carr.
Oh, that's bullshit.
For the fourth time today. Picked by the
that's bullshit.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. The tackle may give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Oh, we got that.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On first down,
Jacobs.
And he's going to get this one down
inside
the
he'll come back to the other one.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give them a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Henry Ruggs.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Rough Floyd.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
I don't know. I could swear for you said something.
Fielded near the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
I ain't gonna know. I saw Floyd. I see one.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Carl Nassib just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Newton escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they get to Newton
Boy,
and take him
J.J. Watt
down
is
for the
a
sack.
J.J. Watt.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2
I ain't
remaining.
winning.
We'll be back after
Shit,
this.
they offering to me. I got him. Oh, because we can't use
And
draft
Cam
picks.
Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. Operating from the gun, Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
I know.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Shotgun now for Carr. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
That tight end. Yep. Oh, on the AFC South? Hell no. AFC, nah. You ain't fuck with the AFC South. Oh, we don't claim the Jags. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, it's just the Texans, the Titans, and the Colts.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Yeah. We don't claim the Jags.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I need 13 yards. Think I can get it there?
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
You know, straight open that shit up.
They'll go for it. It's caught.
Oh, he blitzed.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. And I'm not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
You know what?
Here we go.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right.
And that's
Oh,
going to
you
be
love running your play, boy.
incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw
Nah,
the
look,
football.
3
All
wide
the
receivers on
interceptions
one
and more
side.
incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and
That
it's
ain't my play.
not a good
That ain't my
day
play.
when you feel like an
That ain't my
incomplete
play.
pass
Nah, I
is
run
almost a win for you because it
I
wasn't
run a completely
intercepted.
different
And I
play.
think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that
Nah.
the defenders don't take it away.
I run a completely different play.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
I see my receivers on
Instead, in
streaks.
this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
You like to see them across the field.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird.
They tell you I'm a
And he
secret
will
boy.
have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Newton throwing again. Flush to his right. That is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
I will take that.
And now here is another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Or has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 4-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Hop on a little too pace for this medicine start kicking in.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6.
I'll hop in
This will be
before this
3rd and
medicine start
6.
kicking in.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Now on 4th down.
Hey, you know what? I was like that for
sending
years.
this one away. Now a hit
Shit.
and a loose football.
It's better to go.
That's what friends are for.
Take your losses before you have major
You know
shit
who
like
you're
this.
buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your
Yeah,
team
this
in
is
a big
fucking
way.
influence.
You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, Newton. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on third down, Newton. Flushed out right. Open man is
I'll tell you what, the Raiders linebackers are scrubbing the quarterback worst right now.
So he is well short of the first down marker. 2
yards
yards is all they get
fast
on the completion. It's fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They snap it to Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down a game. Right now,
wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Raiders 29. Patriots.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this carries into the end zone. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Damiere Byrd, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
For Damiere Byrd. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They fake the give. Newton. Now he's flushed out right. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On third down, Newton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying.
And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas.
Complete to Henry Ruggs.
Henry Ruggs. 27 yards. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
The kick in.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Patriots 8. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
You talking about Henry Ruggs?
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30,
Oh, you
right about
called
the
vacation
29.
through him.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was
I thought
lost.
Marlo
It
was
over, right?
he
And the
run the
coach
ball a
called
lot.
a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And
Yeah,
that
we
was
had
the
to say,
message
all
to
he was
the
doing
team.
was hitting
Something to build.
Just something to build
Alvin
on, get
Kamara.
it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
First down.
Newton on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Justin Rohrwasser now for the Patriot field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Las Vegas, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.